So hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing as always. I am here, it is that time of year, beautiful beautiful days here in Central Florida, and the best time of year to get your mulberry cuttings going. These right here, I believe are Chiang 60 world's best, and I got a new variety I'm potting up, Chiang 49 I think it is. It's out of the mulberry breeding programs there in Asia. Really good variety. A long fruited type, but great qualities to it. But anyway, I always get asked when is the best time to do mulberry cuttings, and it is right now. Between October and January are the best times to get your mulberry cuttings going. For most people, it's right before they go dormant and right after they're dormant is the best time to get your mulberries to root. And you can see these guys right here, just beautiful root growth. Look at that. I start them in, there's a fly bothering me here. Start them in straight vermiculite. Depends on the cutting. I don't always use straight vermiculite, but for these guys, because they're such vigorous rooters, I do use straight vermiculite. And these cuttings were actually just put in the vermiculite right before Thanksgiving when we went on a family trip. So they have not even taken a month, and just beautiful, absolute beautiful root growth there. That's just some newspaper I used to line them out in the pot so the vermiculite wouldn't wash out. And super easy. Mulberries are super easy to root. And you can't tell here, I'm trying to get an up close picture of it, but if you can see right there, I actually split my cuttings, which I literally just take a knife or the pruners and just split about an inch or two up the base of the cutting. Stick it in vermiculite, and there you go. For most mulberries, you don't really need a rooting hormone, though you can if you want. You gotta be careful with rooting hormones. They can be extremely toxic to plants. A lot of people don't know that. And it can have the opposite effect of getting things to root, and they can end up killing it. So you don't always need rooting hormone, especially some of the mulberries, because they root really well. Though if you do have a harder rooting variety or species, you can use a little bit of it. But on the whole, most people actually use way too much rooting hormone or rooting powder, whatever. And honestly, most people have no idea how to use those plant, rooting powders, rooting hormones. Most people have zero clue, absolute zero clue. And even if you do use it for most cuttings, you use the barest minimum, the very, very tiniest amount, or you can end up killing your cutting. And most cuttings, honestly, just need a good aerated medium, i.e. vermiculite, which I prefer over perlite because vermiculite stays a bit more moist. And that gives it plenty of oxygen, plenty of moisture. And then you just either keep them cool or warm, depending on what kind of cuttings you have. And then you keep them moist. And some cuttings, if they're fleshy, you want to give them something to keep the humidity on the growth. Mulberries here, they, don't really need any special care. But there you go. Like I said, this time of year, these guys, beautiful, beautiful rooting there. And I'm just cupping these up. These are big, huge cuttings. These are 3-foot long cuttings I'm planting here because these are going to go in the ground for me. The world is getting a little crazy, so I am planting fruit and food trees everywhere, absolutely everywhere. But if you are interested, I can probably send you a rooted cutting that's maybe 2 feet long. I gotta find a tube. Tubes, I think, are pretty much always gonna be priority just from the length. But like I said, cuttings are so easy. So if you guys are interested in any of the mulberry cuttings, especially the Chiang 60 or World's Best, I'll put a list below. Hit me up, guys. Now is the time to get them going, and they will have zero problem taking off next year for you. And you might get some fruit next year, but the year after you will for sure get absolute loads of fruit off mulberries. But just a reminder, now is the time to get a lot of your cuttings going and get that food growing, guys. The world's getting crazy. Food prices are absolutely insane, and if you listen to all the freaking, criminal bankers, they're telling us it's going to get even more expensive. All the while, well, they're purposely shutting things down. But anyway, I digress. Just grow food, guys. It's a positive thing. It's an empowering thing. It's amazing. Whether for yourself, though it's always better with family. Get it done. Grow food. Grow mulberries. Now is the time to get them done, to get your cuttings, and to get some of those amazing varieties. So hit me up below if you are looking for some cuttings. Love you guys. Look at, not even a month. These, I believe, were done November 20th. So, what are we today? The 10th, I believe. The 9th or the 10th. And yeah, look at the roots on those. Just gorgeous. Literally just stuck in some vermiculite, put in a shady spot, and they grow. Super easy. Just like that. And these cuttings right here are only about the size of a pencil. Some of them are thinner. You normally don't want too thick of cuttings because you want the buds to be alive. There's where's my finger right there. You want live buds. Those are packed full of natural growth hormones. So you always get nice, live, healthy, fat buds. And those will help your cuttings root. So see you later, guys. Love you. Like and subscribe if this is on the YouTubes. Check out all the descriptions below. Grow food, guys. Look my way. I've got some amazing mulberry varieties and cuttings I can hit you up with. Get them growing now. Get them planted out next year. Perfect. See you later. Just going to put these guys in some little cups right now because they don't really need to go in full-size pots, just to get them a little more established on the roots, and then they will get planted out.